Y'all, the number one strategy, habit, tactic that you see any entrepreneur who is successful, any business owner who is successful, the number one habit that they consistently implement on a daily basis is consistency. Let's say it. Consistency. If you want to see success within your business, if you want to see growth on your social media, if you want to scale and truly monetize and hit those big, outrageous, insane numbers that you have written down in your journal, that you have planted the seed within your mind, it is possible with consistency. So let's go ahead and dive in. So today I want to share with you my exact content strategy that has helped me create more content consistently, that has also helped me convert. And so we're going to dive right in. And I also just want to say quickly, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time and carving the time out of your day to be here with me live. If you're watching this replay, you have decided to dedicate some time to sit down and watch and study and train to help elevate yourself, not only your mindset, but also the outcome that you can implement within to your business. So the number one strategy and step that you need to do first is you need to ask. You need to ask your audience and do some market research to understand specifically what is it that they need? What are they searching for? What are their biggest pain points? What is the outcome that they desire? And not just the minutia or the fickle end goal, but the one that they feel, the emotion. And ideally, everyone is tied to one of three things. It's either they want to become healthier, they want to increase their wealth and their bottom line, or they want to improve their love and their relationship. No matter what the goal, if someone's looking to become healthier, and they want to go to the gym, it might not just be to go to the gym. They want to lose that weight because they want to feel sexier, they want to be more confident, they want to feel confident in the bedroom, or they want to be able to snag that man at the office who they've been eyeing and they've been flirting, but they don't really feel confident enough to go on that date. That might be what it is. Or when it comes to business, you're wanting to hit these income goals. Yeah, you want to become wealthier, but that you want more freedom to be able to freely spend and go on these vacations with your family. You want to be able to stay at home with your kids. That is the end goal. Or you want to be able to, and like again, improve your love life. If you feel like maybe if you have more money, you're healthier, you're going to be able to, again, like I said, snag that man in the office. I know for me, when I first started my personal fitness journey, it was for myself, but I knew that I was going to feel more confident when I did step out onto the dating scene. So those are just my personal reasons. And so you want to think about, when you're doing this market research, really ask the questions to get into the deep psyche of what your ideal client is actually thinking, what's keeping them up at night, what are their biggest frustrations, and what is their ideal dream outcome that they want. So now, once you do the market research, one of the great ways to do this is do polls. If you're on Facebook, pull your audience in a Facebook group, or pull your audience that you have right there and get into your stories. Ask questions like, hey, I'm thinking about creating this beta program, or I'm considering the content strategy or the content that I want to put out next month. What are some of the things that you would love to learn the most? Is it X, Y, or Z? And they will let you know. You can have them respond via questions, but polls are going to be the best way to get feedback from your audience. And once you now have this feedback, that is where you want to go. Grab your pen and paper, actually start writing it down, or create a spreadsheet of the results and the notes that you've taken away from your audience. If you have a list, say you have an email list, you can actually send your email list a poll of questions, and maybe in exchange, you give them a freebie or a training or something in exchange for them basically answering these questions that are going to help you create better content to serve your audience. Now you have it written down, and now you want to do further research. So you research the actual market. So you get into your competitors and you research YouTube, Facebook, Answer the Public. And so now I'm going to share my screen, giving you an example. So for example, let's take Instagram for example. So you go to your Instagram page, and for me, what I might do is I will research another competitor. So I might type in, I know that I do marketing, so I might type in marketing coach. And then a slew of different marketing coaches come up, and I just happen to just click on one. So I'll click on her, I see she has a huge audience. She helps business owners convert their followers to sales using organic marketing strategies, very similar to what I do. And then I'll scroll through, okay, what kind of content is she putting out? Who is she speaking to? How is it performing? What are these hacks? Instagram for busy people. I might click on this. I might scroll and see, okay, what is she saying? And then I might scroll through and see what are other people saying. So let's see, thanks, ma'am. The whole process of content creation. I don't know how people create 7 days of content in just 3 hours. So maybe I might say how to create 7 days of content in under an hour. I might create something like that based off of this response. And then I'll write that down. I'll put it into a spreadsheet. But you can literally go through, like and I recommend doing this at least choose 1 day a week where you are doing this research, where you are now doing a brain dump of different content ideas that you can be putting out into a spreadsheet. And so you've done that here. Another great place to research for me, I like YouTube. So let's see, let me share YouTube. So I'll go to YouTube and I might do the same thing. So I'll type in marketing, like social media marketing. So I'll type in social media marketing tips. Okay. And then I'll see, okay, what comes up? My best social media marketing tips, foolproof social media strategy, posting is not marketing. I'm like, okay, what's that? What is that about? What is she talking about? I might click on this.
There's 3 of them. You ready for it?
And see what she has to say, but then also go down. And the great thing about this, if you don't have this, get keywords everywhere for your Google Chrome. I recommend Google Chrome, but it will let you know like what are some of the keywords that she's putting in. Social media marketing for business, marketing your business on social media, tips on how to market your business on social media. So these are things that people are actively searching, and it's a high search on Google for me to know these are questions people are asking. This is content I should create. And then you scroll down to, let's see, oh my gosh, where's the comments? Okay, then I'll scroll down to the comments. What are people saying? What are people asking? And this is just another form. No matter what type of business you decide to start, you always need a good social media presence. And I'll just review what are people commenting. And then I'll take that and I'll put that into my Rolodex of ideas. Another great place is Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a place where you can literally type in a couple keywords and it will throw out endless ideas, again, of what people are talking about. So I might say social media tips. I'll hit search, and you can do it also by location. You can also do it by language. And as you see here, tons and tons of different questions will come up, prepositions will come up, comparisons will come up, and it will literally give you, throw out some data for you. So maybe social media for students, social media without the internet, social media hashtag tips, social media related to your mental health, how to save money while using social media. Again, a plethora of ideas. And a great hack for you guys to actually put into your Google Chrome is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but there is a Google Chrome extension and it's called Go Full Page. So I don't know if you guys can see this happening. Yeah, so Go Full Page, as you can see, it's actually taking snippets of this page right here, and it's going to save it into a PDF that I can now reference and save for later. So I highly recommend using Answer the Public and embedding the Go Full Page extension. So I'm going to share you guys with the PDF that it populated, if it allows me to show you. So now you can see here, it literally grabbed a full page of all of the data that Answer the Public just gave me. Wow, right? That's amazing. How many of you guys are actually going to use this hack right here for your market research? I highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, so now I've done my market research. I asked my audience questions. I've written it down. I've researched competitors. And now that it's time to plan and execute. So what does that look like? So for me, I actually have a spreadsheet, and I'm going to share my screen here, where I actually will now brain dump an educational piece, a controversial piece, an inspirational piece, and a connection and trust piece. And I'll brain dump things that, based off of my research, what would help my audience the most get from where they are to where they're looking to go, overcome limiting beliefs. For example, 3 tips to show up on your stories. I know people struggle with getting into their stories. How to still show up on Instagram even if you're scared. How I got over my fear personally of showing up. Tips to boost your sales confidence and so forth. And so I've actually created a similar spreadsheet for my members within Instagram monetization and for my members within Convert to Scale. And what that looks like is now you can brain dump yourself. You've done the market research, you've asked the questions, you tapped into what your competitors are doing, and now you brain dump. What is your ICA, your ideal client avatar, dream soulmate clients? What are some of their biggest fears based on your pillars? And so, what pillars are, let me dive into that really quickly just to kind of show you. So all of you with in money making messaging, this group, you guys should have accessed your ultimate Instagram content secrets. And if you scroll down, it dives into so much information in regards to how you can really leverage and optimize your social media pages to attract more of your ICAs, your ideal clients. So with content pillars, you want to think about, okay, what are the top 3 to 4 topics that you can consistently talk about on a consistent weekly basis, daily basis to connect with your ICA that's going to get them from, again, where they currently are to where they're looking to go. And so for me, for example, I'm going to always talk about content marketing. I'm going to talk about sales tips and solutions. I'm going to give you some Instagram growth hacks. And I'm also going to talk about mindset and personal for myself, but then also the mindset that you need to have around business. Maybe you're a health coach. Your content pillars might be nutrition. Then they might be when it comes to like exercising. It might be sleep. And then yours might also be mindset. So things that you know your ideal client needs. And these are consistent pillars you're going to talk about. Now that you understand, okay, what are those actual pillars? You now come to your brain dump here and you start, okay, pillar 1. What are several different fears when it comes to nutrition? You know what? I don't know what to buy when I go to the grocery store, or I'm always on the go eating fast food, or I think I can't eat carbs after 8 p.m. And then what is the category? Are you going to create an educational post, an inspirational post, connection and trust, personal brand, promote? And then you go through the same pillar. What are some of the biggest pains when it comes to nutrition habits? What are some of the goals? They might desire to be able to make simple, easy meals under 30 minutes that themselves and their family and kids can love. And this brain dump allows you to come up with a plethora of ideas. Now that you have your ideas, now it's time to actually execute and put those ideas into action. And what does that look like? What that looks like is you coming and using this system that I have right here, which has hundreds of different content ideas for you to actually use, explaining how to use it, how to, again, use keywords everywhere, which I talked about, how to leverage answer the public, which we just talked about, and then how to get clients fast with a little training. And you come in here and you review all these different content ideas for you to actually use using hooks that will hook and captivate your audience's attention and then keep them there. Then plan it out. So now that you have got your idea, your brain dump, now you want to plan it out on a calendar. And so I always recommend you should be posting everywhere, omnipresence. You're going to post to your Instagram, a short video. You're also going to repurpose that on your TikTok, on your Facebook, on your YouTube shorts. Did you have it scheduled? What's the link? And what was the caption? And to give you guys an idea of what mine actually looks like. So this is what mine looks like. And as you guys can see here, I literally plan out my content. I'm currently posting 3 times a day, times that by 5 on all of the platforms. And this is the exact framework and calendar content that you will have access to within Instagram Monetization Accelerator. And so I actually have my ideas within my brain dump. I just haven't planned them out for the rest of the day, but you will see this be full. And that is the goal for you. Like every week you should have an idea. Okay, what is the game plan for the week? What specifically am I posting? Who am I talking to? What is the topic and what is the outcome I'm looking to achieve? with a specific call to action. You always want to have a call to action directing your audience where to go, to a freebie, to your list, to your offer, to your workshop, just to connect with them in direct messenger, either on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are on social. You always want to really connect and understand, okay, what is your audience looking for? And what do they need? And how can you possibly help serve them? And that doesn't mean they need to pay you. You just want to serve and add value, because at the end of the day, that's why you're doing this. Whatever it is that you're doing and you're passionate about, it's because you're passionate and you want to help serve and elevate your audience to become more, whether that be healthier, wealthier, or just happier. Okay. And so once you do have that, then you want to think about, okay, what is the captions that I need to write that are going to help connect with my audience? And this is a library that you also have access to within Instagram Monetization Accelerator. And this is also what I use. I will come on here for inspiration and content ideas. You literally just click in here and it will, oh, not that one. You literally just click in here and it will give you some inspiration of like content and caption ideas that you can actually create for your content pieces. You can come in here and get inspiration of the content piece you will create, but then also how you can leverage this for specific CTAs so your content is actually converting. And then give you ideas as well as what exactly to post to increase your likes, reach, and trust, to increase sales. And obviously, the main focus is sales, but everything is basically a funnel that is taking your audience from a stranger to knowing you, to become liking you, and now they fully trust you and they're ready to invest in you. But how does that happen? Consistency. Consistency. Let's say it. Consistency. So when you are consistently showing up for yourself, consistently creating the captions, that is when you are going to see these much higher conversions with your audience. Okay. So just to give you guys a recap of everything we talked about today, is you want to do the market research, ask your audience, do the polls. Then you want to write down, okay, what are some of the reoccurring themes and patterns that you actually are hearing your ideal dream soulmate, actual soulmate client actually tell you, along with the outcome that they desire to achieve. And then do the research for your competitors. Look on Facebook, YouTube, answer the public, Google, get keywords, and then plan and execute it and map it out with the plug and play exact strategy. And if you know, again, yourself, okay, this was amazing, I need all of that in my life. That is where Instagram Monetization Accelerator comes in. And I'm actually now currently offering complimentary social media audits in a 7-day sales strategy plan, helping you map out, okay, let's look at what you're currently creating and how can we tweak it and fine tune it and understand, okay, who is your audience? And let's create the messaging to connect with that person. All you have to do is DM me or comment content. Love to connect with you. Or you can click the link in my bio and just like, you know what, I need Instagram Monetization Accelerator now. So make sure to go ahead and do that. But now I want to go ahead and dive into my current execution strategy. So I've shared this before. You need to show up. When I say consistently, every single day. Every single day. I do take one day off, like a social media, like, you know what, I'm unplugged. I'm not posting. So that's on Sundays. Sometimes I do it on Fridays, but every Sunday I take off, I unplug, and then I reset for the Monday ahead. But currently, my strategy is I'm posting 3 times a day, again, times 5, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, and Facebook. And then I'm repurposing that into like possibly a carousel, or maybe I'll go live. Not maybe, I go live every Wednesday. As you guys see, I'm always here Wednesday. And then now you're posting, but you're posting with strategy, you're posting with purpose. And you want to be creating shareable, savable, valuable content. And it's not just about the likes or the views. It's about, are people actually digesting in this and they want to save it to come back later? They actually want to share it with their friends because it's so valuable. Like, oh my gosh, sis, you need to know this information too. And then review your analytics. Always study your insights to understand, okay, what's performing well, what's working, and what's not. And then doubling down on what is working and creating more content just like that. Like if you had a post that performed really well, it brought in new eyes, it brought in new leads, create more of that and dissect, okay, why did it perform well? Was it the analytics? Was the positioning? Was it the lighting? Like why, what were all of the elements that made that a successful content piece? And then get in your stories, at least 5 to 10 stories a day, but not just you reposting your content, but you actually getting in there and showing up for your audience, telling a story, sharing your story, a day in the life, but then offering and also sharing about your business and give your offers. And it doesn't have to be a direct sell. You can literally just ask questions. And again, I say, when you ask questions, people respond. Now that's your invitation to go and get into the DM and have a conversation with them. And then call to actions on every single post. Direct people where you want them to go, where they need to take action, how can they connect and become a part of your community and in your world. That should be to a freebie, a free group, maybe booking a free call, etc. And then adding extra value in the caption. So you might have a really value packed video, but you might go and dive into more in the caption. I'm sure you've seen those reels where it's B-roll, they have a hook, and then they just tell you, like, period, point blank, you need to read the caption if you want more details. That's a great way, again, to hook your audience in and have them read all the meat and potatoes, and making sure you have search engine optimized keywords in your captions so you can be found. Instead of using a plethora of hashtags, use keywords. And then engage. When people do comment on a post, respond in your story, like something, go and reach out. When someone joins your community and like actually hits that follow button or hits that subscribe button. And again, if you guys are finding value right here in this video, please hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping gems every single Wednesday live. I'm posting lots of short form video. So I'd love for you to join my community and subscribe if you're not done, if you have not done so already. And again, engage. And when you do engage, get in the DM, create the connection, have the conversation, and those conversations can lead to conversions. And then boom, your audience is growing, your bottom line is growing. And if your bottom line isn't growing, maybe you need to work on some of your sales tactics. And we will talk about that on another live training. So one more recap, y'all. Make sure to step one, market research. Step two, write it down. Step three, more research and researching your competitors of how you can implement those strategies. And step four, plan and execute. And again, if you yourself know, like, okay, this was really great information, I still don't know how I'm going to put it into action. That is where Instagram Monetization Accelerator comes in. That is where Convert to Scale comes in. And I'm offering free strategy sessions right now for you to deep dive into your social media strategy, what your social media looks like, and fine tune areas of what you can actually improve with a 7-day strategy you can literally execute today. And if that's something that you need, just go ahead and comment or DM me the word content, and I would love to connect with you. So I hope you guys found this valuable. And as always, have a blessed, amazing day. Be consistent, show up for yourself, and I shall see you in the next live training. Bye for now.